One of our 2008 Thomas school buses. We pulled the engine and transmission because the engine has a crack block. Right in the front here there's a crack, and it was pumping compression into the cooling system. And we looked for a block. This is a 2008, so it's emission control. The block's different. There's a lot of the older blocks, pre-emission blocks around. But unfortunately, we couldn't find this particular emission-controlled system block that houses all the components properly, and it's got different bolt patterns and castings and all that. So we've got a bunch of spare parts. 3000 series Allison transmission. We got charge air cooler. The rad was a little gnarly. We decided not to hold on to that. The core was pretty rough shape. And we'll be keeping the MCM, motor control module, or what you also call the ECU on other engines. Mercedes calls theirs an MCM. We'll be keeping that because all the specs are the same. We can use it as a tester. There's an air compressor. Power steering pump. We got the fan drive hydraulic motor. No, it's not leaking, it's still good. We can still get some use out of it. We got some other odds and ends here we can reuse, recycle. Parts aren't cheap. Or emission controlled diesel. Hold on to the piping. There's an EG air cooler here. That's not a cheap item. It's $1,600, probably more by now. So yeah, it's all money in the bank. We'll be making a list and put all this stuff in inventory if we need a part. We're definitely gonna reuse and get some money back out of this bus, because it's 10 years old. It's got 230,000 kilometers on it. It's unfortunate, but the cost of the engine is through the roof. We would lose the core. I think it was $10,000. We have to pay that because of the crack block. They can't rebuild it, resell it. So this is scrap metal. We've got to strip the engine down, pull the pan, and we can't recycle the metal until all the oil and coolant is out of the block. They'll accept it as dirty metal, and they give you next to nothing for it. So that's where we're heading.